So we're going to finish up with the pie chart here that we started in the last session. And what I want to do real fast is show you how quickly you can make this pie chart happen up to the point where we stopped yesterday. It took us about 12 or 13 minutes to get the pie chart to where it was. We went step by step, which is the right way to do it at first. But I want you to see it in real time, just how quickly it can take us to get to point 0 to point wherever we were yesterday, which is a pie chart on the left-hand side in the right spreadsheet. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start over from scratch. Just watch me do this. And the purpose for the reason I want you to watch me do this is because you go to a meeting sometimes and you'll see somebody with an Excel spreadsheet, charts and graphs everywhere, and you think they must have spent months on that. And I want you to see just how easy it is to get to a point where you're going to be able to wow and amaze people. So just watch me do this. I'm going to go to the asset sector or asset page. I'm going to select the data I want. I'm going to insert a pie chart, a 2D pie chart to begin with. Once I have it, I've got my chart tool tab. I'm going to go over to move the chart over to the summary report, and then I'm going to move it so that it's between A13 and it said E21. Okay, so there I have it. And then it wants me to go in and it wants me to change the look of it. We're going to change it to a style 26 by going to the chart tool design tab. And I believe it was this one here, and it is. And then it wanted me to change a couple things on it too. We're going to go to the layout tab, and I'm sorry, the design tab. We're going to pick the layout 6, which I think was this one here. And there it is. Now we've got our percentages. It wanted me to change the title to allocation of assets. We're going to change that font size to 12. And there we go. And that's where we stopped yesterday. And it took me all of about 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so it's not that difficult to get started. It's not that difficult to get this going once you know it. The thing about Excel, it's like math. It's like anything else you do. It's like learning a musical instrument. It's repetition. The more you do it, the easier it becomes for you. So now we're at the bottom of page 180. We're going to finish up the pie chart, and then we'll move on to the other ones. We're going to format the chart legend. Let's take a look and see what we have here. This is the chart title right there. And it's just basically what the title of the chart is, what we're talking about. It's the allocation of assets. This is the actual chart itself, the pie chart. Okay, this is the legend, and you'll see as I click in that area, I get these blocks here. Okay, that means that I can do something with those blocks. Okay, we're going to go to the chart tool layout tab right up here, and then we're going to look for show legend at left. Well, we have to go up here and click the legend, and then we got all these options here, and right here it says show legend at left. When I click on here, it does that. It moves everything over to the left for us. If that's where you want it, if that's where your boss wants it, if that's where you want it, your teacher wants it, then you put it there. Okay, then we're going to do a couple other things with the legend. In the labels group, click the legend button again. Let's see, in the legend, we're going to click the legends group, more legends options, and now I have a dialog box that says, hey, what are we doing here? We're going to change the border color. We're actually going to give that a border. Okay, so we're going to click on the border color option right there, and here we go. Okay, and it says we are going to border color option appear on the right side of the dialog box. Click the solid line, and now we're going to have a solid line. But we also get a chance to pick what color we want. So we're going to drop down this button here, and we're going to pick orange accent 6 lighter 40%. What the heck does that all mean? Okay, well, what I have to do is scroll over these things, and it says orange, so I know it's going to be one of these. Notice the top one is orange accent 6. That's not what it wants me to put in there. It wants me to put on something that says lighter 40%. If I go down here, I start getting those lighter numbers. Lighter 80, 60, here's 40%. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm probably going to press OK or close. And I close out of this, and there it is. You can see that I've got now a border around the legend that is the right particular color. Okay. So that gets us through page 181. We're just going through this so quickly. Okay. We're going to format the pie chart's data labels. The data labels are these inside here. Okay, we like percentages, but as most of you know, percentages without decimal places can be misleading. Okay, so we're going to change that. We're going to make these either smaller or larger, or it depends on what it wants me to do. So at the top of, let's see, to format the pie chart data label, we're in the middle of 182. In the labels group, let's see, where's labels group? And the chart tool layout tab, labels. Well, there's data labels right there. Okay, we're going to click on the data label and then the more data label options. Okay, here's my dialog box. It wants me to go to in the label position section. That's right here. It says click the outside end. Watch what happens to my percentages on the chart when I go to outside end. Everything moved outside the pie chart. There was a couple of them that were inside. Well, now they're all outside, and that's what it wants me to put in there. Okay, so then we're going to click on number, because now we're going to change the number on here. We have no decimal places. We want to have a percentage, so I want to come down here and look for percentage, and there it is. There's percentage. And it says 2 decimal places. We want to make sure that that's there. Then we're going to click close. And now my data labels are in the perfect position, or the position that it wants me to be in. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and change some of the slice colors. No real reason to do it other than the fact to show you that you can. We're going to select and format pie slices in the asset pie chart. We're at the bottom of page 183. This is how fast we're moving through this. It's pretty easy to do this stuff. It's only been a couple of mouse clicks and we're already mostly done. Okay, we're going to click the pie chart, or click the pie to select the entire data series. Okay, so there we go. Okay, click the light blue other slice. Let's see, which one's other? Right here is other, which is this slice right there. And when I put my cursor over it, you can see how it says series asset point other value $3,360 or 4%. It wants me to click on that. Notice how when I clicked on it, let me do it again. I click inside here and I've got all these bubbles at the junctions of all these colors. And you can see there's a line on the outside too. Okay. When I click on just one of them, now it says, okay, what do you want to do with this one? A minute ago I could have done something with everything, but now I just want to do something to that particular slice right there. We're going to click the Home tab. We're going to change a fill color. Fill color was this one right here. It's the only option we can do. We're going to click on this. We're going to click yellow in the standard color option. And notice how I put my cursor over it. It actually does change on the chart. That's pretty nice to have. So I click on that and now it's yellow. Okay. We're going to click the dark blue cache slice. Let's see, that would be this one right here, I'll bet. Yep. Click on that. Now we're going to do something with that particular piece. Top of page 184. Go back to the fill color button arrow. And we're going to pick light blue. 7th color in the standard colored section. Light blue right there. And now we've changed that color. Notice how on the legend it's also changed too. Okay. And guess what? That's it. That is the end of the pie chart section. And that is pretty simple. Okay, again, I want to make sure you get this because it's really easy to understand. And if you were to put this presentation together, you would be able to look at this and say, hey, that looks like a lot of work there. And people are going to say it looks like a lot of work, but you know that it really wasn't. It was just in our case here, about 10 minutes of putting this together. So that's the pie chart. We're going to move to the column chart here when we kick back on.